Hello, hello, and welcome back to what's the name of this game? Our share. Don't worry about that. I didn't almost forget. You almost forgot. It's Our Shared Lie. How could you forget? How could you forget our good lion boy? I don't remember his number. Was it 933? That's not it. That's not it. Was there a 7? Was it 733? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. That looks a little loud in the levels. I will adjust that. All I know is that I still really like this lion lad. Cute as hell. Still the best part about this game currently. Still don't know anything, but... You know, of the short list of things I know about this game, I know that this lion is cute. And you can you remember anything about your past? Like, anything? 933. Okay, I was almost there. I was almost there, yeah. Or did I have it right first? Did I say 933 first? I think I did. 933 fingers his chin and closes his eyes. His lips deepen over his knuckles as a growl escapes his mouth. The lion makes a shrill, thoughtful growl before opening his eyes again.
To be honest with you, I couldn't even remember my name before. I think I told you, didn't I?
Ah, yes, I remember that. And also, your carelessness in not telling me that from the beginning.
What did you say?
Just thinking out loud. Ignore me.
You can't ignore someone you're stuck up a conversation with. That's rude.
Oh, struck up, not stuck up, right? That said struck? Struck, yes. It was an expression. Don't take everything I say so literally.
Well, if you say so.
Yes, you continue, please. The lion makes a fortuitous movement with his paw as if he were making light of the matter.
Good. Staying on topic. I meant I couldn't remember anything, actually. I couldn't remember where I'm from, if I have someone who cares about me, or if there's someone who wonders where I am now. I was as lost as you a little while ago.
Hey. Although I would like to refute what he said, there is no valid reason to deny his words. I was really overwhelmed by the time I woke up. Overwhelmed and sore, a nervous wreck at its finest. I really could have died going to that cliff in my state. Couldn't I? Better not think about that right now.
Anyway, once I read my name on the engraving, it reminded me a few things. Things that I think are real.
Do you think? That's a rude question, do you think? Of course he thinks. He's not a head-empty lad. That's so rude of the main character. I know what the expression is, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not tired. You can't prove anything.
I remember some things, and I don't know if I can say they're memories. I just assume they are.
I wasn't expecting that answer. I was expecting something vague and not very detailed that would be similar to my situation. But this actually intrigues me and sets my mind to scheming. I have to admit, you caught me off guard. And why is my fur getting frizzy? Okay. Yes, sorry, but I need more details to understand what you're talking about. What kind of things are you talking about, exactly? What did you see? I urge him to give me more information. If he remembers anything, and it may be helpful in understanding this situation, our situation.
Many things, truth be told, but most places, but mostly places. Weird places like a hall with walls covered in precious stones, I think. But everything is blurry, like a fever dream, nothing concrete. I also remember a lot of data, quite a lot of machines and physics in general, but not much else.
Wait, now that you mention it, your clothes look like someone who works with machines.
Really? It looks more like a construction worker to me.
Maybe you're a mechanic or something more pompous, like an inventor or a scientist.
Oh, that. I don't know. I think I only wear these clothes because they're comfortable. Although, in fact, someone had already mentioned that detail.
Really?
He also said I looked like a plumber.
I don't know if that's the most accurate definition.
Do you think so?
Yes, maybe an engineer or something less to do with water. What do you think? You're not listening to me, are you? 933. The lion places his thick paw on his chin, giving his face a sullen look. It looks like he's gotten lost in his thoughts. I wonder if I... Hey, is something wrong? Is everything alright, big guy? You're not thinking about food, are you?
Big guy?
It's not hard for me to notice how the lion's face turned slightly red despite his thick brown fur. It seems that teasing is super effective against big felines. What, did I just say something wrong? It wasn't my intention to insult you.
I don't know if I should call it an insult. There's no lie in saying I'm a big man. And we certainly already agree that food is something we should be concerned about.
Oh. I didn't expect him to just admit it. You were supposed to deny it, so I could keep teasing you. You now feel a deep regret. Great, now I feel bad. Okay, if it bothers you, I won't call you that again.
Well, I think it's the opposite.
Wait, do you like being called that?
I mean, I certainly don't mind, almost.
Now I'm confused. Care to explain?
I just think nicknames are a good way to bond with someone. I'm flattered you gave me one. Does that sound weird?
No, not at all. But it doesn't seem like it. Your face right now is a little scary.
Yeah, it's just something else keeps bothering me. Can I ask you a question?
You already have done it, haven't you?
Oh.
Oh, he's thinking.
I get it.
I shouldn't like this. I shouldn't like this man. I like this man. The thunderous laugh of AL933 hits my eardrums with force. I guess that's a small price to see that goofy smile on him again. Though in truth, it takes little effort to return him to his normal merry lion self.
Okay, you caught me. But seriously, I want to ask you something, mate.
Okay, ask at once.
Alright, so, is it normal to know all of the call conversation formulas?
Of so many questions I could imagine, this was not one of them. Call what?
I think that's a no.
No, I might know. Just remind me what call prompt is about.
A column.
That.
Well, it's the physical magnitude measure for the amount of electric charge.
Oh, yeah, sure. I knew that.
Really?
Of course. Not. I have no idea. Obviously, I didn't know that. It sounds like a dirty word a teenager would use against their parents.
Don't worry, I don't think it's common either.
The lion lowered his head and showed an invigorating smile. Then why ask?
I'm just ruling out that you could be a mechanic or scientist, inventor, engineer like you said. Or plumber.
Or plumber.
Exactly!
Now that you mention it, somewhere in my tumultuous mind, there must be a clue as to who I was before all this mess. But in order, there is a D there. In order to understand myself, I must first understand my situation. If I try to remember right now, I will only have more headache. Hey, what did you mean before, about data?
What do you mean?
You said you also remember a lot of data. You said data in general, and that you know a lot about that machines and physics. So, what are the other data?
The other data.
The lion puts his paw on his chin again, and this time biting his lip doubtfully. Does he always do that when he's thinking? That's kind of adorable. I hadn't noticed before, but his face had damp little wisps of fur that threatened to break out into rivers of sweat. The effort Yeah, the efforts of walking under the star for so long are beginning to show on his body. What is this? The short grass and patches of dirt on the ground are turning into a road of gravel and dirt in the middle of the yellowing grass. Well, undecidedly, I hope that's the word, our feet kept us within the newly discovered trails. It's as if our bodies knew we were on the right track. It's a strange feeling, but familiar. Though that doesn't make sense. From other data,
let's just say my mind is going a lot of comparisons and calculations right now.
Calculations?
Yes, things like temperature, the direction of the wind, and the compass point where we're moving toward. Something in my head makes me want to understand how this place is and behaves.
Why? That is to say, apart from how logical it is to want to know where we are.
I don't know. I seem to like to pay attention to such details, and I seem to know how to express those thoughts in letters and numbers. And not being able to remember who I was or where I'm from makes me keep my mind on the ground.
Okay.
I would even say that it relaxes me to do so. If I continue to receive information, even if it is something common despite the situation. No. Even if it's futile, but information nevertheless. I know I'll be able to stay calm. I'll feel calm.
Unbelievable. He seems to be the kind of person who gets excited just by learning new things. I'll never meet someone like him. I've never met someone like him before, I think. That's deep.
Do you think so?
Yes, although that is not my case. With everything you've told me, I think you just process things in a different way than other people, but I don't have many references to say for sure. The lion folds his arms. His face turns sullen and darkens, as if what I had said was equal to spitting in his face. I immediately feel the rejection invoked in my words, but before I could object, the lion speaks.
Is that a euphemism for retarded?
He spoke in a stale tone, devoid of the charismatic kindness of his. Thousands of things went through my mind. Head? I don't know how to react. What? No, of course not.
Your voice is funny when you're anxious.
I mean, I would have used autism, but you know. What?
Relax. If someone so tough-looking... Wait. For someone so tough-looking, you seem to lose your north very easily.
Lose your north? Is that an expression? Okay. Not. Hey. You set me up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The lion gives me a sublimely innocent smile, as if it was created by a celestial being, almost draconic. My first impression of him was again challenged. Despite his appearance and laid-back demeanor, this lion is no fool. I should be clear on that by now. Should take that into account for the future. I could never have predicted that, based on his physique and the short term I've known him. I just received, once again, the most basic lesson from the academics, and never judge a book by its cover.
Whatever. This knowledge must have an explanation. I can't just know things for the sake of knowing them. As you say, I process things differently, but there must be a reason why I can remember all this data.
Yes, but... I clear my throat. Focus, LC 827? 827. I'm still having a hard time accepting that that's my name. But if that is the case, then does that mean that we can remember things that are not related to our past?
I assume so. If our minds forgot, everything, absolutely everything, then we wouldn't, even be able to speak right now.
That's true. But then, what defines what we can or cannot remember?
What about you?
Me?
Yes, you. Can you remember anything? Or do you have knowledge of anything that makes noise?
Let me think. At this point, I'm getting carried away with whatever it is, still with the nail in my head called anxiety. I try one more time to dive into the depths of my mind. Okay. The same feeling of disconnection is present again, clinging to me like tentacles dragging me to the bottom of the ocean. A dark background that doesn't allow light to pass through me. My mind keeps telling me that I don't remember anything really important, or at least that was important to me. Except, a ray of light pierces to the bottom of where I had been lost. I look once more at the gravel in the distance, and now a little closer, thanks to all of the walking that AL933 and I have done. The different colored trees in the distance, the short yellowish grass under our feet, the undecided weather. Weather? To be dry or wet, okay. I've seen this before. I've felt it before. Yes, I do remember. I remember a place that had these same kinds of grass and trees. I remember. In fact, I can remember the name of that place. The Dukedom of, Colombo in Arnsburgs. Arumbras. A good part of that, dukedom was full of this type of vegetation. Yes, I'm sure. I've been here.
Can you remember all of that? What is a dukedom?
Yes, I remember that very well. My excitement is palpable. I can't contain my joy at being able to remember something for the first time, even if it is something as trivial as the name of a dukedom.
That's great. If you remember that, it must be important to know why you're here.
The lion's has a smile so big it eclipses mine. Yes, although I don't remember what I was doing there, or what had happened. I don't even know if it was me who was there.
827.
It also wouldn't make sense for there to be this Sahara biome on a mountain.
827.
That cliff did not seem to have a bottom. If we're so high above sea level that the clouds cover everything, then suddenly I didn't feel so lively anymore. But it feels like a memory of me. But I sure am delusional.
827.
The lion's blue eyes connect with mine.
React.
No, I can't get discouraged that easily. I have to fight. Yes, that is it. There's no doubt. It's a memory of mine. You remembered something from the past. 933 snorts with a pleased smile on his face.
And I'm glad you're clear on that.
You think so? Yeah, I think so. But now that I think about it...
827.
I swear I'm going to one side with this. I swore I'm going to one side with this. Okay.
Okay, go on.
This is a plateau, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
That does not... Oh, no, I can't read it that fast. We're on a mountain, but we have been walking for a while. It's in, Esplanade? A little too big to be a mountain.
I really don't know much about geography.
You should. It helps when you find yourself in these situations. Although I should also use my own advice.
Looks like we have a lot to do.
So it seems.
Maybe we'll remember more over time, and learn geography in the process. It's never too late to learn something new.
That's a good point. The lion smiles at me. I take it as a signal to stop talking. Alright, I'm going to end the part here, everyone. So I will see you around.